I guess I'm gonna talk. All right. Okay, so it's 8. Okay, BC and AD. So when we go back to doing stand-up comedy, instead of everyone going back down to 0, I can say I'm 4 years BC, which stands for before Corona.
Yeah.
And then whenever we come back, and well, I don't know, a year after we start, then I can say I'm 1 year AC after Corona.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay. So that's how we'll do that when people ask me, hey, how long have you been doing comedy? 4 BC.
Dude, I hope this catches on.
So do I.
We should post it.
Yeah.
On the buddy system.
And let people know that this is how we're gonna.
This is how the buddy system is going. You can do your own thing. That's fine, but we're gonna have a different calendar. Because how long have we been off now? This is gonna go on 3 weeks.
Time means nothing to me.
Time is relative.
Speaking of which, I think we've come to an agreement on the time debate, which is that we weren't disagreeing. We were just thinking about different things.
Yeah, which is usually what happens.
Yeah, that makes sense.
When we talk about complex ideas that we don't really know how to talk about.
Yeah, at the end of the day, we're both talking big talk on some shit that we know nothing about.
Yeah. I mean, I know more than you for sure, but
I guess.
I took astronomy 111.
Holy shit, 111?
And 112.
And 112?
Mm-hmm. That was actually one of my favorite classes. They were like, you have to take a science class, and most people take like biology, chemistry.
Yeah.
I hate both of those things. So I was like, no, I want to look at the stars and shit. I want to learn about light waves.
You sound like a stoner college student.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
But like, it was cool. I learned a lot of cool shit.
Yeah,
I think there's a lot of stuff from astronomy that you can apply to real life.
I'm listening.
Yep.
In real life, and what practically real life? What do you mean?
I guess maybe not apply, but like understand. Like, you know how cars make noises when they're coming toward you and then they go away?
Yeah.
You learn why shit like that happens, essentially.
Yeah, I understand. It's weird. I understand the concept of why, but I couldn't put it into words.
It's like, the waves of the sound waves are...
Oh, they're moving in a different way. If you think about it visually and not auditorily.
Yeah, I mean, it works the same way. Right. It's like, like when something moves really fast that's colored and the colors blur.
Yes. Yeah, I know what you're saying. I was when we were doing the podcast with Damani, the buddy cast with him. We were
Check it out on our YouTube page.
Yeah, it's up. It's up there.
Yep.
Nice.
Well, hey, no, it's not. It will be. It will be. By the time this comes out, I'm sure it will be.
It'll be up to you if it will be or not.
No, it won't. It's up to George.
What do you mean?
Because it goes up when the podcast goes up.
Oh, when he posts. Yeah. No, I see what you're saying. Okay. What were we saying?
Time. No. We moved
talking to Damani in the buddy cast. Yeah. He was talking about. I was saying that a college degree is bullshit, and so he was agreeing. And then he was saying that I know.
Okay.
You know where this is going to go.
Okay, go ahead.
And then he was saying all you need to learn is, he said, the 3 A's, something like math, English, arithmetic, like the basic things.
The 3 A's, math.
No, but he was saying that essentially all you need to know are the bare foundation of basic knowledge. And I was saying that
Okay.
Yes. But he was saying all you need to know is that. And I was saying I disagree, and that knowing things like history or astronomy is important because it helps you grasp you look at things in a different way.
Yeah.
Like, I get annoyed with people when they say things like, I won't even use comedy because I'm biased. If someone sees an MMA fighter, and like, that guy fucking sucks. It's one thing to shit talk, and it's one thing to actually believe that guy fucking sucks at what he's doing. Because you could not fucking fathom how good he is at what he's doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's one thing to be like, he should have been able to do that.
Yeah.
It's another thing to be like, they suck.
Yeah. The shittiest basketball team, you know what? The shittiest NBA team with the shittiest second man roster would fuck anybody up.
Dude, D-League.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
take them to town.
I think especially because we're pursuing a craft or a technique that requires so much energy, and you have to learn different angles of it. It allows you to apply whatever knowledge you have to something else you don't know anything about, and you can be like, oh, I see. It's like learning how to learn things.
Yeah.
And so that's why Damani's a fucking idiot.
Okay. We just found out the title of this podcast.
No, I found out recently.
What's that?
That so I've been like we're focusing on myself, all the cute shit. And
Oh God, I feel like this is about to get dark.
No, it's actually it's a good thing, kinda. So
There's a penis in my mouth.
Fuck you. No man, like
And one in each of my hands.
that's a lot of penises.
That's a lot of dick.
That you remember? You know the
Those are the only ones that are on you.
and anus and docking.
Sure. Docking.
You never heard of
No,
docking?
I don't know what that is.
You want to know docking is?
Is that the one with the foreskin?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
So
Yeah.
my ex-girlfriend,
That can't be a real thing, right? It's like, does it turn out to be like a Chinese finger trap?
like it.
Or is that why they do it? Because
I-
otherwise, it's like, do they get pleasure? Is my point.
I have no idea, and I don't think I'm ever gonna find out.
Also, it's only non-Jewish people. Also, who's
You need one to be
uncircumcised?
uncircumcised. You need one to be circumcised.
Yeah, but who's uncircumcised these days?
Jewish people,
No,
not Jewish people.
Jewish people get circumcised.
Catholics.
That was the one problem. Did you watch that Sacha Baron Cohen spy show
Yeah.
on Netflix?
Yeah.
Did you watch all of it?
No.
No. Okay, well there's a point where like he gets to a level in his spydom, whatever you want, undercoverness. I don't know
Oh,
what
that
to
he
call it.
had to talk to the government because he found out some shit, some pedophile
Yeah, he
shit.
got like in with the government. Well, I don't know about. I don't think there's any pedophile shit.
No, he couldn't release it. Like he found out some shit that he was.
No, I'm talking about the spy show. This is a scripted show. You're thinking of the America show.
Oh, okay. So he's in a spy show.
Yeah, on
All right.
Netflix.
Okay, cool. I'm listening. So he's in a spy show, and what happens?
All right, so he. I think I'm getting this right. He's Jewish, and lives in Israel, and goes undercover to Palestine. I want to say.
Okay.
I think that's.
You're asking me, and
I thought you would have some kind of idea of which I can't. I just want to. I don't know if I'm getting the countries right, but the warring country.
Before we keep going, I'll be honest with you. I don't give a shit about their problems.
Really?
Yeah, not at all.
Oh, that's sad.
No, just because you have to pick the things that you can only. There's so many things to care about,
This is an easy one to understand, at least, though.
but I don't care.
Wow.
Like it's in the sense that there's so many problems in the world and they all matter. But I'm gonna pick the few things I can worry about.
I wouldn't say I don't worry about it. I don't care, but I think it's good to know.
Yeah. So I'm glad you're telling me, but I don't.
right.
It doesn't.
So basically, they fight because the Holy Land. They fight over like
God's
Bethlehem area.
Yeah.
Fucking that
God
strip of land, the Gaza Strip, or no, that's not. Anyway,
Yeah. I don't know why we're fighting over it. Doesn't seem that great.
the place where Jesus was supposedly from.
Right.
They fight over that. So this guy goes from Israel undercover to Palestine, and he gets in with like the government, and then he has to like marry the general's daughter, and I'm like, wouldn't he be circumcised and they be uncircumcised? Like, wouldn't they have a?
I don't.
And like he was in like a sauna with like top generals and shit. I'm like, wouldn't they notice? I don't know. Like, I don't know if that's a real thing. I guess this was fairly recent, so they probably most of them got circumcised anyway. But do you get what I'm saying though?
Culturally, there would be a confusing thing when they had sex.
Yeah, like you know in Inglourious Bastards when they're in the bar and they're ordering drinks and he
the
does threes.
threes?
Yeah,
And the German.
I don't know
three?
which way it is, but
Dude, how many times have you seen that movie?
all the way through only once.
Watch it again with that knowledge, and you see the actor's so good. You see him realize it when you know what it is.
I realized it. I saw him the first time.
Oh, you knew it?
Oh yeah.
How'd you know?
I just picked up on it.
I didn't know.
I did like his reaction when
He did the three. When he did the three, I was just watching. I was just
What,
taking
the
in
first
movie.
time?
The very
or when he corrects him.
No, the first. Okay, there's a point where
He orders the beers.
he orders the beers and he does the English 3,
Yeah.
and then the actual German soldier notices.
Yeah. I
And-
noticed. Yeah, you didn't notice that the first time.
I was
obviously
scared.
that's
no,
the whole.
but I was scared. Like when I was watching it, I was really like tense,
Yeah.
and so I just didn't. I was just sucked in the movie, and I didn't think about it.
I don't know. I just when you're in a scene like that, I don't know. I just take in every detail, especially if I'm able to watch it alone.
I think we just have different brains.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, but I for whatever reason it passed me.
Oh,
And so the second time I watched it and I noticed it, I flipped I was like, "Oh, that is great
Dude,
acting. It's
so
really
good.
subtle and it's like
dude, that whole movie is fucking amazing.
so good."
And that one shot scene where they're like over top of like the set. You know what I'm talking about? In the cinema, and it's following the girl through.
Yeah. That's I like
Such
how
a fucking like what a choice, you know?
I like how Tarantino is fucking with history.
Yeah, that was weird.
With what? That they killed Hitler.
Yeah, that was really strange.
Or
And
like spoilers, Once Upon a Time. Spoilers, Once Upon a Time.
I didn't see it.
You didn't see it?
No,
I won't spoil it.
thank you. I'm gonna see it. I just haven't got around to it. I should probably rent it or something.
I have it.
Oh, well,
let me.
bring it over then.
Bitch, how many movies have I brought?
A couple.
Which is there one sitting right there?
There
I'm
is one
pointing
sitting
at?
right there. Yeah.
Okay, watch it.
All right.
All right, and I'll bring over Once Upon. It's fantastic.
The problem with that one is that it's a documentary, and the girlfriend doesn't like documentaries.
Okay,
Well, I'll watch it alone,
that works too.
but
Why does she like documentaries?
I don't know.
All right, I'll ask her. I'll message her later.
Well, I'm always watching like murder documentaries and
No,
shit.
this is
And I know, but like I don't know. Like she wasn't into like Tiger King
right.
really, which is crazy to me.
That's super crazy.
Which is like, are you not? Hello?
Are you not a human?
Are you not watching this? This
It's
is
insane.
This is pure entertainment,
This is real people.
dude.
You're gonna feel that. By the way, you're gonna feel that way a little bit. Tiger
Okay.
King, I think, has fucked up documentaries for everybody now.
Oh, I don't think, dude. The way they're making documentaries now is amazing.
It's because we film everything.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
They like. I swear they tell these people they're making a documentary about one thing, and then it's just about something else. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's so great. It's so good.
The type of documentaries that Generation Z is going to have when they're our age are going to be insane because
Oh
we
my
film
God.
everything.
Yeah, you're right.
I rewatched I watched the Fire Festival one on Hulu.
Oh,
Then
I haven't seen that one yet. I forgot about that.
That
I have
one's-
Hulu now. I should watch it.
That one's way better.
I watched the Netflix. Okay, I have to watch that one.
Hulu one's better than Netflix one.
That
in
made
my
me so
opinion.
happy.
Yeah. You're gonna love the Hulu one
Okay, good.
because it mostly criticizes. So the Netflix one focuses on the mechanics of it getting together and focuses on Billy, and the Hulu one focuses on the mental psychology that went into tricking everybody. The orange thing, and they really get into like
They talked about that on Netflix.
They really get into it on
Oh,
Hulu.
okay.
It's really good. So I watched the Hulu one, then the Netflix one, then on Netflix I watched Woodstock, and it was like a PBS style thing, and it was fucking fantastic. Like they only use footage from the actual time period. They never use anything from modern day.
No dramatization.
No drama. It's not even. There's no narrative. It just is what it is.
Whoa.
And they use the voices. They interview people who were there, but they never show their faces. They're old, wrinkly, almost dying faces. And so,
LSD'd out.
yeah. No, but like they just sound older a little bit.
Sound like they've seen some shit.
Yeah. Back in Nam. No, but
Saw 6 people fucking the mud at once in Woodstock, dude.
but they use their voices but they never show them. So they're only showing just pictures of random people, and you get to imagine what they look like, and it sucks you into this 1969. It's crazy. And when you look at the difference, I would suggest doing that when you get bored. But I was talking about myself in the very beginning of
Yeah,
this.
of course.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, this is.
You're on the couch. So.
I'm on the couch. I'm on the couch right now.
Let it rip.
With a dog, I have a companion beast to pet, so I stay calm. So, thinking about myself and all that shit, and I realized that I've been living kind of mentally out of body.
Yeah.
So the best way I could describe it visually is you ever played a video game, Will?
Lots of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like 3, 4.
Yeah. Handful.
Yeah. So, when you're in first person, you're looking at what Call of Duty is first person.
Yep.
And then, when you're like Spider-Man,
Yep.
I've been living in the Spider-Man way of
Okay.
things. And so I'm trying to work on looking Call of Duty.
Dude, I'm so glad that you don't say Aaron needs to get a coffee. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, that would have been
fucking blow my brains out after years.
if I took if I just took it to the absolute.
Oh,
extreme.
dude. We would not be friends if you talk like that.
Yeah, well, I don't talk like that. And then the other thing, through doing that, through looking through my body and life a little bit, I think I'm gonna start sounding meaner to people.
Cool.
And I
that should be fun.
and I already sound a little meaner. Like I was realizing it doing the podcast with Demond. I think you would enjoy it, at least the beginning, because I yell and berate at him the entire time.
The fuck?
Yeah, I'm really mean.
Well, okay. Why are you making this decision?
Because I started to realize that I had the best intentions. Like, I'm joking. I'm even right now in this podcast, I said, fuck you, or Alex a fucking idiot or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, I don't think Alec is a fucking idiot. I'm joking. I do not think Alec is a fucking idiot.
Okay.
It's frustrating because they can't see this cheeky fucking smile
that you have that says, I'm lying.
But no, I'm joking or whatever. And I always have the best intentions. So what I've been trying to do is I went through a process of having good intentions but not giving a fuck about anybody when I was a kid. I would just do whatever. And then from having good intentions to then in college realizing that good intentions aren't everything. And then I would make sure people understood, hey, just so you know, I have I'm not, so you know. And then now it's not full circle. It's like being a kid with more maturity and understanding I have good intentions and I'm gonna I hope you understand that. I'm joking. I'm fucking around, and trying to make that more clear.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna come off more mean, but I think people will understand. I'm still being me. I'm not letting you know. Hey, just so you know, I'm being me over and over again because I'm tired. I don't have the energy for it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
That's how you should live life.
All right.
I'm excited for this.
Why? You're experiencing it right now. It's not that different.
It feels good.
What? What do you mean?
I don't know. It just feels way more easier. Way easier.
Way better. Way a little more better.
Have a conversation with you.
Oh, well, like you think this conversation feels different than whatever the last.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
Oh.
Why? In what way does it feel? What does it feel more? You need to give me positive reinforcement, Will. Do you want it to stay this way?
Not on the clock, first of all.
I'm gonna go back out. Aaron needs positive reinforcement, Will.
Don't do that. I'll turn off this goddamn podcast right now. Turn this whole thing around.
We just never do the podcast again?
Never ever. We stop at 9 episodes in.
I think when I can't control the out of bodiness, I think I'm now going to speak that way. So we'll see. It'll be one of my new, and then that way I can be like, oh, okay, I'm being ridiculous right now. Aaron needs to go back into first person mode. I'm rebuilding myself.
Aaron needs to hit pause and go into settings.
Yeah, I could do that. I could do that.
That would be so annoying. You'd be like that guy in Grandma's Boy that makes the robot noises.
I haven't watched Grandma's Boy.
That's a good movie.
It's a really,
it's
really
so good.
movie.
That dude that does that character, that JP character, that's a very impressive thing to pull off.
Which one's the robot one?
Yeah, all those movements and noises that he makes, that's pretty fucking impressive.
It's like it makes it funnier that he's that good at it.
Yeah. He was really good in dodgeball too.
What happened to that guy?
I don't know.
What's his name?
He's so weird that he's very typecast, you know.
He feels like an early 2000s actor.
That's fair. But dude, he's sitting pretty, you know. He's getting those residuals from Grandma's Boy for sure.
Is that how that works?
I have no idea.
Yeah. Because
I mean, I know people get residuals for shittier movies.
Yeah,
but it's way less.
But that depends on your contract, and everyone's is different. Like,
Yeah,
you hear about the dude who was in.
but that movie did so well.
It did do really well. But do you hear about the dude who's in? He was either in the Cosby Show or he was in Family Matters, one of the black family shows. And then someone found him working at like a Trader Joe's.
Oh yeah, and posted it online.
Yeah,
fucking assholes, dude.
But that was a successful show, and I think with something with his contract, like, he wasn't able to get.
Well, that just means you're not investing it. Right. Let's be honest. Like, if you're making that much money,
That's
I mean, I just assume they're making a lot of money, though. It might not have been all that much.
Is that based off of how much comedians seem to be making at the club?
I don't actually. I have no idea why people make TV shows.
Right, but I
Or
mean,
anything.
I'm saying like if one comedian can make such and such amount of money from one night, then the equivalent of some sort of equivalent of that has to cross over in entertainment, right?
I don't know.
No, neither do I. Either way,
I would love to know what like Leonardo DiCaprio makes for like.
dude, you can look that shit up right now.
What do you want to? What movie?
Titanic.
Okay.
Anyway, while you're looking that up, I'll continue to talk about myself. What else did I learn? I learned some other shit. Oh, fuck.
This actually isn't that high.
Well,
You want to take a guess?
For inflation, though. Was that like inflated? That was 97, right?
I think it was 1996, technically.
30 million.
2.5 million.
I think I overshot it
A little bit.
Just a smidge.
But was he like super popular at that point?
Yeah, that was the movie that made him really popular.
Yeah,
After
yeah.
that, he could do anything you wanted.
Right. Yeah. And he did.
He did do.
Dude, did you know Wolf of Wall Street was funded by Dirty Money?
That makes sense.
Yeah, right?
That makes perfect sense.
I was watching Dirty Money on Netflix.
Yeah.
And there's an episode about there's like this Malaysian prime minister who got in this business deal with this Chinese dude, and they like created a fund to be used to like invest and then have it brought back into the country was the idea.
Okay.
So like I don't understand completely how it works, but the idea is to like take like tax dollars from the people, give it to this guy, invest it, make money, send it back to Malaysia.
Okay.
Instead, this guy just took it and just made just had a bunch of parties and invested in a bunch of movies, The Wolf of Wall Street being one of them.
Did he get his money back?
He did.
Nice.
But the country didn't. He gave it to the prime minister, just gave the money straight to the prime minister, and instead of like giving it to the people, he just kept it and bought his wife shit. Dude, that show's great.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Wolf of Wall Street is Martin Scorsese. Okay, who is a better director? Martin Scorsese, Quentin Tarantino, Wes Anderson, Fight Club.
I don't know.
He's fuck. Oh, that's gonna bother. No, and Steven Spielberg. Fuck it.
Oh, Spielberg did Fight Club?
No.
Oh,
No.
I was like, what the fuck?
If Spielberg did Fight Club, we're in an alternate
It'd be
universe.
a different movie.
Yeah. No, Fight Club would end much nicer, but and there would be less Brad Pitt abs.
Which is like the worst thing you could do to a movie.
Is that how you know you're like, oh, I'm gonna go battle you in combat?
Yeah.
Weird. Man, you live in the future, man.
I mean, yeah. You're living in the past.
Yes, yeah, totally. No, you know, I like my lack of reliance on it. Actually,
I don't rely on it. That's all extra.
okay, well,
It is.
okay, well, you don't need it.
I don't.
All right, let me borrow it.
Are you gonna pay me?
No, just give it to me.
No,
Why not?
because I want it.
All right, sounds like a heroin addict to me.
No.
Let's reverse this. Let's do the same conversation.
No, you
heroin,
didn't give me a good reason to stop doing it.
because you're addicted. Will,
But it's not harming me.
So, but you are addicted.
Sure.
Okay.
That was a positive sure.
Yep. Yeah, no, it's fine. I don't give a shit. No, I don't know. I think it's kind of cool to not know anything about video games because every now and again, when you just don't fucking squint at me. Here's what I mean. Like every now and again,
It's pretty cool to be dumb. That's basically
Is
what
it
you said.
dumb?
It's cool to be ignorant. That's basically what you just said.
So people that don't give a shit about video games are ignorant.
If they do it on purpose, yeah,
What do you mean?
that's what you just said.
Yeah.
I intentionally don't give a shit. That's basically what you said. I paraphrased.
You added some
Yes,
shit.
no, that's
did I say the word intentionally?
I'm pretty sure you did.
All right. Either way, no, I just like it's just not something I ever got interested in. But every now and again, when you show me shit, my brain gets to explode for a second. I get to be like, "Whoa, this is crazy," and I go back to my simple life,
existence,
my farm
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
As soon as I leave this, I put on overalls and I get those hay seeds, and I got a big old straw hat.
You would not make it on a farm.
No, it would not be good.
I mean, there's lots of white girls, so there you go.
No, I'm straight. I'm good. I don't. That's something I didn't. I thought I should be worried about. Was like, oh, I'm not gonna be able to fuck, and I don't care. It was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that how normal people feel?
Yeah.
Really?
Nah, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I think most people want to fuck.
No, I'd had my fill.
Oh, really?
Yep, I'm celibate now.
Wow.
No, I was like,
You have no desire.
I don't have
pursue.
withdrawals or anything. I just don't. I'm not like, fucking. I need to go get bitch. I just don't care.
You just jerk off instead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think most people are masturbating.
Healthy people are. Yeah.
I feel bad for the people who don't masturbate. Right now, must feel like
According to my Whoop, I sleep better when I masturbate.
that makes sense.
Mhm.
That has to be like a chemical thing.
Probably.
Yeah.
17% better.
I
Actually.
don't know what that is relative to.
My normal sleep.
Mm.
Personal. It's all personal. So
All right, so Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Oh wait. Quentin Tarantino. Steven Spielberg.
not him.
Not really.
But when you say the first two names already,
Quentin Tarantino, Steven Spielberg.
no, the other one,
Wes
Scorsese.
Anderson, Martin Scorsese.
When you put Scorsese, Tarantino, Spielberg, I'm like, I'm not gonna pick Spielberg at this point
Why?
because I already favor one of those two over him.
Okay, but why not Spielberg? Why don't you favor Spielberg?
I don't know. I prefer like the more like artistic style that Tarantino and Scorsese do.
So are we getting rid of Wes Anderson?
I'm not that familiar with Wes Anderson films.
I don't know what you'd think of it.
I've probably seen them, but I don't know. I
Yeah.
wouldn't know. What, like, name a few.
Grand Budapest Hotel, Moonrise Kingdom.
Nope.
Other ones I don't give a shit about. But the Royal Tenenbaumers.
I think I might have seen that one.
It was
a long
Ben
time
Stiller
ago.
and
Yeah, I know what
others.
it is, but I don't know.
Fantastical Mr. Fox.
Okay, I've never seen any of these movies.
Island of Dogs.
All right, you can stop. None of these sound interesting to me at all, to be
They're
honest with you.
visually beautiful. They're stunning.
Oh, yeah?
Like literally every frame is a painting. It's a
Yeah.
literal painting. But that I don't want to call it a gimmick. It's mind-boggling that he's able to do that.
Yeah.
But just knowing what goes into making a short film that's like a minute long, but it's boring to me. It's very boring.
Did you ever see what's that fucking Richard Linklater movie where it's like, I don't know if is it one shot where it like follows, it like changes characters like the whole fucking movie.
I don't know.
Oh shit. I watched it in college. I don't remember what it's called.
Oh, speaking of different skills and learning different skills. So now that you're a rapper, what's your rap name? Willie D? Willie D?
Yeah, I got no, but that's the dude from
That's Heavy D.
no, God damn it. Goddamn Ghetto Boys.
That's Heavy D. No, that's not Heavy D. That's the Fat Boys. Willie D is in Ghetto Boys? There's a guy named Willie D. Hold on.
He
Willie
says it
D.
in one of his songs.
Yeah, there's a guy. Yeah, he's a rapper. Oh, shit. Yeah. All right. Fair enough. So there's Willie D already. So
Mhm.
what's your rapper name?
I don't know, dude. I feel like is that a thing that they give themselves?
It depends. Nas is like he is short for Nas. Okay, we'll go down rapper names and we'll explain why
Alright.
they got him. So Ice Cube got Cube for being so good with the ladies. Like he was like, oh, he's cold. People would say he was cold with the ladies. This is the 80s
Yeah,
or 70s,
yeah,
I think.
yeah.
Even.
He's cold.
He's cold with the ladies. Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg was because I think he was really into Peanuts when he was a kid, the Peanuts, and his grandma would call him Snoopy because he always watched the Peanuts.
Oh, I thought you meant like edible peanuts. And I was like, what the fuck?
Just little baby Snoop Dogg chewing on peanuts.
Just cracking them open.
Yeah, peanuts are delicious, man.
They're great.
They're just messy. That's what I love about baseball games: peanuts and beer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
Hot dogs, dude. Ballpark Franks.
I'm a vegetarian.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it sucks.
You can have a bun with ketchup and mustard. You fucking communist.
Okay. Fuck, what was it? What were you saying? Other
Peanuts.
rappers.
Oh yeah, Snoop Dogg. Ludacris.
I don't know. Chris, because his name is Chris. I don't know.
Is it?
That was one of those stupid. Yeah, that's one of those
Chris,
stupid ones.
I'm so mad. He learned the word ludicrous, and he was like, "Hey, Chris." And he was like pointing at the word and then pointing to himself. Chris, ludicrous.
That's him figuring it out.
Yeah, him like I should go by ludicrous, but
See-
spell it wrong.
Jesus Christ. All right. Who else is there? Eminem for obvious reasons. M.
Yeah.
Marshall Mathers. Any other rappers? I can't think of any.
Do you think he was like, well, I can't do M, like
Because it'll
plus
be literally.
because it's a copyright.
Yeah. Get sued.
Yeah.
I think but for those of you who don't know, so me and Zero are making an EP, and we're throwing William Henderson on one of the tracks
Yeah.
potentially if you actually follow through. We'll see.
It's not gonna be good.
I mean, so far, how do you feel?
Meh.
Why?
Because it's my first time and there's no way it's good.
So you're a musical guy. Why can't you emulate the sound of a rapper? Why is that?
It's more the word choice.
Oh, okay. What do you mean?
I have trouble like. I'm not that good with rhyming. First of all, like, I get stuck. You know, like you think of a word that rhymes and then it's hard to like get your mind off that word for whatever fucking reason. I don't know. It's just not how my mind works.
It's interesting.
So, yeah, it's just a muscle that I have never worked.
Do you think you'll back out of this little project?
Maybe. I wouldn't say I'm 100%.
That's understandable.
Yeah.
We actually plan on bringing the fire. But you are, even if you back out of this verse, you're still in the album.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about that being in a rap album?
It's pretty funny. So stupid, realistically.
What do you think the reaction's going to be so far from what you've heard?
I don't think people are going to know it's me.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't think I sound like myself really at that point.
Hmm.
I think they're going to be impressed by you for sure.
By me specifically?
Yeah.
Why?
I haven't heard Zero that much,
Oh,
so I
sure.
just don't really know. I don't know, dude. You got skills. You have very good technical skills.
I feel like
I would listen to you. You just like the audio files that like we did.
Yeah.
They just need production. Like
Oh, have you not heard it?
Yeah, no, I haven't. I don't think so. But
shit.
but do you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know how they make it sound so good.
Crisp.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
like they make it sound like the music and the vocals was all done at once. Whereas like when we do it, you can tell that it's separate. Do you know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean, and I think Dro is gonna fix that as much as possible. I think it's gonna be really clear we are amateurs, but I think it's gonna be pretty good amateur.
We'll see.
Yeah, we will see. Yeah, I wonder how people will because it's a different side of it's a angrier side.
Yeah.
I'd say it's like
it's a different medium.
Yeah, and it's just a different art form, and I just wonder.
That's what I meant to say, really.
I just wonder if I could, when you don't know because you don't make music anymore, but
I never made music.
You never
I
made
always
music?
Played music.
you never like you were ever in a band or anything?
No.
You seem like the type of guy who would have gotten in a
I
band.
would have loved to, but grew up in a small town. You know, people. First of all, there's not that much talent. Second of all, you would have to agree on style, and in a town that small, everybody's gonna be so different.
What? That doesn't make any sense. In a town that small.
Well, as far as like taste,
oh, okay.
as in music, there's so much music
I would have thought
and skill level.
I'm surprised you picked being a drummer.
It was natural. I was drumming since I've been like 4.
Nice.
Yeah, my parents got me one of those small drum sets from Walmart, and I would play Henderson. That was
When you had hair?
I never really had like long hair.
I'm
But,
picturing you dressing up as them and having the long, flowing long.
No, I didn't have hair like that.
Banging on a trash can.
Bop, bop, ba doo, bop. Da doo, bop, da doo. Yeah, yeah. Bop.
Is that the whole song?
No, there's chorus.
That is the chorus.
There's verses.
Yeah. Anyway.
Say, oh yeah, and it might be gone.
You're freaking out, Bo. Yeah, skills, man. Like, yeah,
College.
college.
You were at one
skills.
point you were talking about how college was worthless.
Oh, because it's stupid. It's stupid.
It
It's
is stupid, but you in class, you learn a lot.
I think.
I'm definitely more intelligent because of college.
Yes, I would agree. I think I could have used more maturity before going into college. Because I don't think I looked at it at the right time. I was taking in information. Like, every now and again, I'll be in a conversation. Like, we'll be talking, and I'll be like, oh, shit, I know things about stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't know how I learned that, and I assume it's through college.
Yeah, mostly.
But
I learned a lot. I even like learned stuff that I apply to stand up because I took like a interpretive reading class. And, you know, they were like actually my professor was really good. Jody Price is his name. Yeah.
you're dropping a name.
Yeah, he was good. I don't know if he's still there, but he was a nice dude. He looked like Ricky Gervais.
Huh.
And he gave a lot of good advice. Just like he was the first place where I heard like wear jeans, like don't wear shorts. If you like you're wearing a shirt, like don't let there be a graphic on it that's going to be distracting at the very least.
Formal skills.
Yeah, what to do with your hands, stuff like that, and like a lot of stuff that applies to stand up. Even though I wasn't thinking about doing stand up at the time, later on I was like, oh, like that.
I think
makes sense.
I think college taught me that I don't know shit.
That was part of it for sure.
That was like
college definitely taught me not to believe in God.
All right, I'm listening.
Because I took a religion class.
Oh, and that's what they taught you?
No. But it was like an exploration of all religions. And to me, I'm like, there's like statistically, you can't all be right.
Like, I see.
To believe that you are right is just crazy to me. And
well,
so I'm
you're
not
atheist,
buying.
right? You're atheist. You believe there is no God.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. So you're just as crazy as them. That you think you are right just like they think they're right.
That's fair.
So, you're a hypocrite.
Yeah, but like they believe in
are.
something that has no proof. Whereas like I have science at least to back my arguments.
Yeah, but our science is, that's like human beings have always thought within their time that they were existing in, within this linear time.
Mm-hmm.
Within the
Which
time
is the only one that matters. So
within the time that they're existing, and they always are like, this is the peak. When the fucking phone had 5 numbers, we were like, holy shit, right, guys?
the phone had 5 numbers at one point.
It had to have started somewhere.
I feel like it had more than 5 numbers. It either had less or more than 5 numbers because there's no way they did
5
just
is very
5.
specific.
Yeah.
All right. But like when the phone,
I don't know why they wouldn't just do 0 through 9 from the get go.
But when the phone first started being a phone, people were like, "Wow, this is crazy," or Morse code was crazy, and now this is the time, and then we're gonna get proven wrong about other stuff in the future. And it goes out so far. You also believe in like aliens and shit, right?
To an extent.
What the fuck does that mean? To an extent?
Yeah, I mean, what do you mean?
I mean that within the universe, there is other living life forms that are as advanced.
100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
There is
right now?
Yes, right now.
All right.
Out in the universe somewhere.
Fair. I mean, I can't say no because statistics. That was something I meant to bring up when we were talking earlier about like stuff like classes that gives you information that makes you see things differently.
Yeah.
Statistics class. For sure.
I learned that statistics could be manipulated. I didn't learn much because my brain doesn't work that way. I didn't take in that part of it, but I realized like, oh, you can fuck with statistics and put in different contexts.
Yeah.
And something will seem like something completely different. That's what I learned from it. But
yeah. And how you can manipulate it. Yeah. What the extent that people have to go through to get a study done.
Yeah. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
It is.
It's not easy.
No, not at all. So like when someone's like, it's just a theory, it's like, yeah, but you don't know how much work went into that.
Yeah, you don't understand.
Yeah. But I learned I didn't know shit because I was super vocal and I would argue with everyone. And so I would have a strong opinion and I'd be like, no, fuck you. I'm right because of this. And then they'd be like, no, but look at this book. And I'd be like, ah, shit, huh? Well, all right. Well, I'm going to take this now. And I just would put it in my arsenal of information. And then the next argument I got into about the topic, I would act like I was a genius. Like I didn't learn this last month. And so I would bring that new information out. And then I would prove that person wrong. And then eventually they'd prove me wrong in some way. Then I would take that and I'd put that little in my arsenal. And I just keep moving forward.
I mean, that's kind of how
learning is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of what learning is, except you don't have to do it so
aggressively.
Yeah.
It's just more fun that way. I was bored. I was always bored in college.
Not me, because I had video games.
No, but like in class.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was super bored.
I guess it depends on the class. Did you get a bachelor's degree, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you took like the gen ed stuff.
I took all of
it.
it.
Yeah, that shit always bored me. But like if it was some like especially like my psychology classes, I always listened to because it was easy to listen to.
Because
it was cool.
I don't have I can't sit down in the same way you can. Like I don't have a calm energy like that.
Oh yeah. That's fair.
So when I'm in a class of 100 people and I'm listening to a lecture, even no matter how interesting that information is, I don't give a fuck because I'm not engaged.
Yeah.
So I always did best in smaller classes. Every now and again, I'd have a really small class where I could engage and talk, and there was a personal level with it. In those big classes, I just came off like an asshole.
See, I would just sit back and just shut the fuck up. When they were like, "Does anybody have anything?" Like when people ask questions at the end of class, I would get so mad.
Why?
It's like just fucking save it and go ask yourself. Don't waste my time because you don't understand.
Just leave.
Nah, that's disrespectful to the teacher. I don't want to do that.
You're in college.
Yeah,
you paid for that
there's
shit.
There's still a level of like,
respect. I would just leave.
Well,
but I went to war in my feminism 101 class.
Oh my god, dude, what are you doing with your life?
It was so much fun. Yo,
did you watch the episode of Your Mom's House with Moshe Kasher and
no. I actually don't really watch
Natasha Leggero? You should watch that one because Moshe talks about being in a Facebook group for arguing, and I think you would love it.
Not anymore.
Yeah, you would.
Really?
If you got back into it, you would love it.
I don't think I'm gonna get back into it for a while.
Because you would love it.
Because I'm addicted.
Because you would love it.
This is why I think I'm gonna come off meaner. Is because now that I'm not clarifying to people constantly that like I'm joking, I'm fucking around, like, or I'm just a weird person. Don't take what I say too seriously.
Yeah.
I realize like I'm not sarcastic. I'm hyperbolic. I'm the opposite of sarcastic. So my humor comes from not from the subtleties, but from a lot of like over exaggeration of things. So if I seem angry or upset or flustered or whatever the fuck, if I seem like I'm at 11, just in your mentally, if you turn it down to like a 6, that's probably 6 or 7. That's probably where I'm at. It just is coming off different. But I've stopped trying to clarify because I'm tired. Regardless, what?
Here you are clarifying.
Well, yeah, that's fair. But what was I saying? Coming off meaner. Like when I'm in those arguments or when I'm arguing with people, even if I seem heated, it's just because I'm excited because it's fun. It doesn't.
No, I get it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I know.
It really doesn't matter.
I know.
And it's. I think people don't realize that that's what I'm thinking at the time.
That you're in it for the lulz. You're basically a troll.
I'm a nice troll, I guess.
Apparently not anymore.
Nice in that I'm just not malicious. I just want to talk about a thing. And it's you're going to give me your best information when you have heightened energy. Like when you don't give a fuck, you're like, it's because
But also you might get a response that's not accurate because of the heightened.
Right. And then
you get what I'm saying? Like that
but
overreaction, so to speak.
But I know that's
your strategy to win is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's still it doesn't matter even if I win. It doesn't
So you're
matter.
a troll. You're trying to get under their skin.
No,
so they overreact in a way that is how do I say it? Like detrimental to them so you can bring it back on them.
To their argument.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the game.
God, you're manipulative as shit.
You're manipulative as shit. Fuck you.
You're an asshole.
Yes, but you're also an asshole. It's like, okay, it's like when you're in the group, you're in the comedy group. Fuck you. Hold on.
Go.
Okay, when I'm a non-malicious asshole, but when you aren't even paying. What are you doing? You're on your phone.
Yeah, work.
All right, fine. We're about to have the same job.
Yeah.
That was weird.
Yeah. Thanks to me. You're welcome.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I could have not told them that you suggested me, then you wouldn't have gotten your bonus.
Yeah.
All right. Either way.
I would have survived. I just got my stimulus check. What? I'm doing the make it rain thing.
What are we? Okay, when you're in the group of comics and people are getting roasted.
Yeah.
And it's a game.
Yeah.
It's like
like hot potato.
It's a verbal hot potato. Same concept. So if I'm in an argument, I'm gonna fuck with you in your head. So
but
that
if
I can win.
you don't agree with them, are you still gonna argue? Like, will you take the other side just to take the other side?
I've done that all the time.
Okay, so you're a troll.
No,
you're a troll.
No,
that's the definition of a troll.
How?
That is, dude. All right. Because that's what trolls do. I don't know what else. You literally just described trolling to everybody that listens. By the way, I wish I could take a poll vote of who thinks that you're just trolling.
I'm not trolling because
you are.
Think let me explain then. Let me explain. Will, can I finish?
The intent is is to win.
Can I finish? Can I finish?
We're talking about practice. Go ahead.
My goal initially is not to upset anyone. Like I want to have.
That's what your strategy.
That's like it's a strategy to win an argument, but it's not to upset any. Like I don't want to be.
You're just saying that's the strategy. You get into an argument.
Let me try.
That's the strategy.
Can I finish? Can I finish? Can I finish? Can I finish?
You can try.
It's not sounding good.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm saying I'll take devil's advocate because I understand that where I come from is from my own perspective. Is that it's okay, arguing about time.
Okay, not only are you a troll, you're a selfish troll.
I don't know what to tell you. Whatever. Okay.
Like, I feel like you would do this even if people weren't around watching.
What do you mean?
Like, you would have if you would have an argument one-on-one with someone, and there was no one around to, like, for them to enjoy the other person getting upset too.
I'm not enjoying them being upset.
But you enjoy winning the argument.
Yeah.
Which includes them getting upset. So when they start getting upset, you must be like, oh, I got them. They're walking right into my trap.
Okay, that's what I'm thinking, but not because
not because
I want them upset not because I want.
But you do, so you can win the argument
for strategy.
Yeah, and it makes you happy to execute that strategy, right?
To execute the strategy,
and the strategy is getting someone
See,
angry.
You're doing it right now. You're manipulative as fuck. You're a fucking hypocrite.
I'm doing what you do.
Exactly, you're a hypocrite. I'm doing the same. Speaking of which, I'm learning how to do the things that you do, and
What are the things that I do?
Oh, I'm not gonna tell you.
Is it so we can do a Freaky Friday sketch?
No, it's to upset you later. Because
okay.
you know how you're doing the thing that I do, right?
Yeah.
Now. Okay. There are things that you do that maybe you're not aware of that I'm gonna start doing.
Okay. All right.
Oh, I can't wait. Do you know what you do?
Probably not.
Really?
I don't know.
Okay. This will be fun.
All right.
Anyway, feminism class.
Yeah.
I went to class in a dress one time, just like because I forgot my argument, but I was said that I deserved extra credit, and it was like a fuck you to them. It was a very weird thought process. It was like a fuck you, but also I'm on your side. That was kind of trolling. Yeah, that's a little bit trolling. Ugh. It's kind of trolling.
It's a little bit, dude.
It's a little trolling. I got a pass. Shocking. Fuck. This actually still makes me upset when I think about it.
A pass?
I passed.
Oh, because of your trolling?
No, because at the end of the day, I was engaged in class. Like at the end of you couldn't say I wasn't like. Participating in what was like a class like that is pure participation.
Right.
So, I mean, I passed. There's one class where she put up a video of Andrew Dice Clay. Yep.
Nice.
And I had never heard of Andrew Dice Clay at that point.
Oh, what a weird way to be introduced to
know.
him.
Oh, I was on his side. I didn't even find it that funny. It was just like. Now, as a
this motherfucker spitting.
As a right, no, as a comic now, I'm like, oh, I get it. I think it is really funny. But at the time, like when before you did stand up comedy, where there's little things about comedy you just didn't pick up on.
Yes.
Okay. So she puts it up, and then after she shows the clip, she says, "Nobody should laugh to this, and you shouldn't be able to say yada yada yada, all this, and that, and this is wrong, and it shouldn't be presented to any." Which is really ironic
that you would present it.
Yeah, right. But I guess she was trying to prove a point.
Were you? So you weren't laughing during the thing?
I was cackling. During it. I didn't even find it that funny. I was like, "Woo! This is what's in the bowl, bitch!" Like I had a blast, and.
Because you were always the anti-feminist, or what?
I went in. This is why I got so upset. I went in. This is my freshman year. I went in super open-minded. I went in like I've never heard this before. And my roommate, who was a sophomore, he was already 1 year in. He had done the class, and he was like, "You're not gonna like it." And I was like, "No, man, come on. Like you got to be open-minded." He's like, "Okay." And yeah, no, immediately. I realized like, I should not have been given this class.
Just man bashing?
It was they were the pinnacle of the white female feminist. That like
Karen.
They're Karens. Yeah, I'm not taking away from female struggle. I recognize that there's rape and that there's been a lot of inequalities and all this other stuff. I'm not taking away from that. But these particular girls, mostly just white, overprivileged girls, regardless. I love when Chappelle talks about it. He talks about it in the best. He just words it really well about how like. Bill Burr said it. He said in Paper Tiger, it was like you're in the jacuzzi with me, bitch. Like this is you're getting so much from just being a little white girl, and you don't realize it.
Yes. Yeah. I feel that way being white. I realized that a lot of things. I don't know if it's because I'm white, but it's because my family had a good background
Yeah.
and the ability to get education and be able, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like I see that as white privilege.
It's a
and
domino effect.
Yes, exactly. And so I realized that, dude, the fact that I have this computer, that TV, fucking my credit card
Yeah.
is all white privilege. And I know that.
And
And I acknowledge that and I accept that.
Yes.
And I'm not going to shy away from it.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to use it. Why?
Yeah, why
you know?
Yeah,
Like,
I'm not hating on anybody that uses
but
their
be aware
privilege.
of it.
Yeah, just be self-aware.
Yeah.
It's like I recognize that as a man, I don't walk around being worried about being raped. I
Yeah.
recognize
Yeah.
that. And so I walk around with headphones on, not giving a fuck because people are scared
middle of
me.
the night.
In the middle of the night. Because no one everyone thinks I'm the guy who's going to hurt them.
Yeah. Right.
So for me, I feel weirdly safe walking down the street
Same.
in that way.
Same.
And yeah, I'm going to enjoy that. But I'm not going to, and I'm going to also be aware that that is a privilege of mine and I'm going to appreciate that. But
That's a scary person privilege.
yeah, it's a scary perspective. But my issue with the class was that there was this vitriol towards men in a way that now I would have gone into it a little different. I would have thought, like, as a 28-year-old man looking back on that class, that was the first time those girls got to feel empowered. Like this is the first time
They're leaving home.
Yeah.
They're independent.
Yes. Leaving
Yeah.
home independent. They're in a classroom filled with other people who have gone through the same struggles they've gone through. Of course, they're going to rile themselves up and be like, yeah, fucking finally. Yeah. So as a grown man looking back, I feel less anger towards it. I'm like, I get it. I get why you were riled up. But I would hope that them as adults now would get why they riled me up, because I'm this black kid coming from a white neighborhood getting shit on my entire life. Now I'm like, okay, I'm going to college. Time to break out. It's like, oh, more fucking white girls talking about their issues.
Yeah.
Cool.
Awesome. That's exactly what you want to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the way they're talking about it.
Right.
And the one I told you about, the girl who yelled at me in class, how I'll never get late again.
Yeah.
Yeah. The way she was talking about how, like, I don't feel safe walking down the street because men, and it's like, all right, slow
Every
your roll,
single
bitch. Yeah, like, I'm scared of you. I'm just as afraid of you because you could call the cops and no one's going
Yeah.
to listen to me. So I don't think either of us are wrong, and I don't think either of us are right. It's just different perspectives.
Must have been nice to have that black card in your pocket, though.
It was, but
Yeah,
it was.
because that helped for sure. Because if it would have been me,
Yeah, they would have been on you.
yeah,
But the black card was good for that. But what was really pissed me off at the time, and doesn't piss me off as much anymore, is it was like I was fighting 90% of the class on my own. I was John Wick. I'm fucking fighting everybody. And then at the end of class, 10% of the class would come up and be like, hey, man, thanks for saying that.
even if they were in the 95%.
No, the 10, 90 to 10.
Oh, you said 95.
Oh, my
so,
bad,
okay.
90.
Learn math. Okay, go
Fuck
ahead.
you. So
Remember those statistics classes we were talking about? You should find some online or
no,
something.
I finished school. I got my paper. I got a little degree that says I'm smarter than you.
That's debatable.
What? That's what it means.
Well, I have the same one.
No,
Wait,
not you.
What is your thing in?
Mass media and communications.
No, but like, is it a bachelor of art, applied arts?
I guess.
I
don't know. Give a fuck.
Mine's a bachelor of science. So
I have a bachelor's, and I also have a certificate in interpreting for American Sign Language. So I have two to your one.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm so impressed. Did you double major?
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
You know how petty and stupid this is?
Yeah.
We're really proving the point that that fucking bachelor's degree is stupid.
Yeah.
But
and we both have the same job.
yeah, it's so dumb.
Thanks to me, though. Let's be real.
Oh my fuck you. The class, the feminism, arguing, cackling at the people. Okay, so at the end of the class, 10% of the class, 10% of the class would come up and be like, "Hey man, thanks for saying that, man. I really agree with you." And I was like, "Bitch, why didn't you fucking back me up
Speak
then?"
up.
Yeah, you're making me look like a crazy person. And that was my entire life. Is a thing would happen, and then I would speak up, and then no one would say anything and everyone would attack me because of group mentality.
Naturally.
Yeah, but my personality is just like I'm just gonna keep doing that, and so I decided as of recent I was like, you know what, that's the mentality of a comedian.
Yeah.
That's like a real comedian way to look at life and to pursue things, is to say what you feel and what you think, no matter what anyone else says around you. And I think now I would say what I feel and think while also taking in too much stock of other people's thoughts of me, perceptions of me. And now I think I'm going to continue to say what I feel and think and try to be respectful to people while also saying, like, this is how I feel and think, and it is what it is. Yeah. So that's where I'm at with that.
Yeah. That's how I feel.
That's probably because
that's a good argument as to, like, you know, when someone's like, if you should be able to say anything, you should be able to say the N-word. And it's like, no, because you still have to be respectful. It's
right.
Like that kind of stuff. It's like you toe that line,
yes,
but you still, on the end, you still have to respect the people.
Yeah,
even if you want to say, if you want to say it, go for it. But that's the problem with saying it, is there's a disrespect.
Yeah.
If you don't do it right.
Yeah. Well, it's with that specifically, I believe everyone should have the right to say what they want, whether I agree with you saying it or not. So, like, if a white person wants to say it, they have the legal right to say that. One, that's not going to take away the consequence of your legal right to say that. That's not going to take away the social consequence that comes from that. And two, do you really need to say it? Like,
right.
That was that to me is the most important part of what confuses me. It's like faggot. I don't say faggot anymore. In life, if we're having an adult discussion
Call
about
of Duty,
it,
yeah.
unless I'm playing Call of Duty,
yeah.
Is that a thing?
It's accepted 100%.
Oh Jesus!
Every single game.
Really?
You suck dick, faggot. Go fuck your mother. Like, all that kind of. It's fucking insane, dude.
Exhausting.
I would be lying if I said I wasn't on both ends of that.
At least you're honest with yourself.
Yeah.
But no, I used to say it, and then I had enough gay people be like, "Hey man, can you not?" And I was like, "Yeah, I could just not."
Yeah, I could just not do that.
I could just not do
That's
that
a good
anymore.
point. Yeah. Yeah.
It really is as simple as that. Yep. Every white person has the right to say the N-word.
Yeah.
But can you just not, please? Like,
yeah.
Right? Like, you get why. Can you just not?
No need.
So that's my frustration that I find with giving white people a bone. Like, saying, I've been in, giving you a bone in the sense that, like, yes, you can say, well, all right, then I can say it. And it's like, whoa, just end this. Just, can you dial it back? Like, it feels like
at least use it properly and appropriately.
In the right context.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not overuse.
Dude, did I tell you what happened the last day I did street stand-up? With
no, I don't think so.
Remember the guy who called the cops on us?
Yes.
I did a joke that had me say nigger and faggot at the time.
Mm.
And he came up and there was a crowd, started yelling at me, and he I was super calm though. Like, I was, you know, when you're in,
like you do.
Yeah.
I know how you do.
Oh, you know what I do?
I know how you are when you get confronted out there.
What do you mean?
You just like, okay. And you're very just like, you let them do the talking for the most part.
Yeah. I let them bury themselves.
Yeah.
So, like, I had already built up all this rapport with everyone there.
Yeah.
So I backed off and I let him talk. And he said, and I quote, "You can't be out here saying nigger and faggot." And first off, he's clearly gay. And he's also white. So it was an interesting, it was an interesting.
Did you have black people with you?
There was a black girl with me at the time.
Oh, shit.
She like, as soon as he said it, I looked to her because she was getting out of her seat, and I was like, I please let me handle. Like, I tried to explain to her, like, I can handle this, and we'll talk about it later. You can yell it in the car, like, I'll handle it. And so he was like, you can't say nigger and you can't say faggot. And I was saying
just those two? That's what I was
just
saying.
those two. Just those two? No, I wasn't being cheeky.
Yeah.
I was being.
I know how you.
Yeah.
Because like he came up to us the one time and he said something and I almost like retorted, and then you were just like, "Okay, man," and I was like, "Oh, okay, I'll follow the lead here."
It's a little cat and mouse.
Yeah,
Um,
it's the smart move.
yeah. And the funny thing is, everyone was like, "Yeah, man, that guy's a fucking asshole. He's so wrong."
And then you have to be like, "Nah,
He's well, not only
because you're like trying to be
the better take the high road,
yeah, that, and like you don't want to get kicked out,
and I don't want to get kicked out. And no, I'm objectively wrong. Like if you look at it on paper,
Oh yeah,
this guy,
100%.
yeah, and that's what I love about comedy.
But the fact that he came in and said it then himself.
Well, the way it's like it's not what you say, it's how you say it. That's what college.
In that
yeah.
context, it's definitely what you say. Because if he would have said like you can't be using those slurs,
He did that too, but he also said nigger. And
yeah,
he got
but
riled
that's my
up.
thing. You can't say like you can't. He can't do that in that argument because it's like you're doing it now.
Yeah, you're now. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's being a hypocrite.
Yeah.
But even then, he like this is the main thing I learned from college is it's the way you say things to people really affects the outcome. So like had he come at it calm, he would have he may have won. I don't think he would have won the audience because I'm a comic.
But he would have had a way better chance.
He had a way better chance. Yeah,
of
yeah.
like
And
making his point and you being like it could have been like a healthy
dialogue
exchange.
Yeah, and the
Yeah.
way I assume when he talks to the cops, he also is probably yelling at them. And so when the cops come and we're like, "Hey guys,"
Yeah, yeah.
it does something. But I my response to him was basically like, that I'm the only difference between the way you're saying it now and the way I'm saying it is I'm doing it in jest and to express my feelings about things that have happened to me, and you're literally telling me not to do it. But you're saying, like, I calmly said that,
Yeah.
and eventually he pivoted a bunch of different ways, and he calmed down, and then he left, and then I left after that because I didn't want problems. But it's just it's fascinating how if you can just fuck with someone's yes, I'm manipulative. If you can just fuck with someone's emotions, if you can fuck with their emotional state, like comedy is a superpower. You are Professor Xing people sometimes when you're doing comedy. You're fucking with their the way they think about things, and it's so powerful. And I don't think the average person understands that.
Yeah.
The end. I don't know where this started or why we.
Me
got here.
neither. But that's a good place to end.
Okay.
So, make sure you check out our website, www.thebuddysystem.co. YouTube channel, just search The Buddy System Comedy. I don't know, The Buddy System Co. I don't know. You'll find it. It's also like on our Instagram, The Buddy System Co. It's linked on the profile bio. So you can get it through there. It has all of our podcasts, all of our shows, even though we're not having any because of the quarantine.
I just got sad. I forgot for a second.
Yeah. Dude, it almost makes me concerned about our July show at the Ontario Improv on July 14th.
Right. I'm also concerned about the July show at the Ontario Improv on July 14th.
Yeah, at 8 p.m.
8 p.m.
at the Ontario Improv on July 14th. So we'll see how it goes. Be an interesting next month here to see just what happens.
Good night.
Any closing? Oh, okay.
I feel like we were petering.
I mean, I was closing it out.
I'm Aaron Chase 91 on Instagram.